I was talking about how the political landscapes have been kind of the politics that I grew up around when I was younger, like, and how people did politics when I was less involved in politics is now different to the world that I live in now, where I'm more involved in politics because it's literally right at your door now. It's on your computer. COVID set everyone home. We're all in front of our screens. How did you see that play out during COVID?
Well, campaigning doesn't stop anymore. Usually, well, a few years ago or even decades ago, campaigns were more about 3 months or so leading up to an election. But now you're in campaign mode from
Forever.
as soon as the election's over. You're preparing for the next one. That's why it feels like it's nonstop, because it is. And with social media, with technology, you're able to access a wider audience directly.
It's a good thing though, right?
Can be a good thing.
Can be a very bad thing.
Can be a bad
It's
thing.
opened up this window, like this.
Well, you just hope that people don't get annoyed or you don't rub them wrong way. But yeah, in terms of political engagement, of course, it's changed. And that's because of technology, I think, plays a major role in that.
It's like I exist on when you bring up technology and how, you know, campaigning is literally like on now all the time. I don't know. Tell me, do you feel, is that not scary? It's like I'd be terrified by that. Like, you've always got this window in your life. Back then, let's be honest, like, there are probably a lot of people who, they've got a lot of shitty, fucked up agendas, but we don't ever know. And they go through their whole lives and they pass away and that's it. And now, because everything's just on file, on film, you got so many people who, things are like, that cancel culture, exposed culture. Yes, I'm on this side of the value that it brings when it's like holds people accountable for the things it needs to. And I say that because when I was younger, maybe 18, 19, 20, this was fun. Like, this is chaos. This is like anarchy. It was crazy. I loved it. And as I get older, I enjoy that chaos, but I also, on a more mature side, go, hold on, it's not very constructive. Like, I only like this because I'm not a politician. I'm not accountable. Like, I'm on the outside and this is crazy. It's outrage. It's fun. This is, you know, what the media thrives on, outrage. But on a more mature standpoint, I step away and I go, you guys shouldn't be doing what I think is fun. You should be doing what's correct. And this isn't it.
You're right where you say that that politicians, that everything is recorded these days. Everything's online. There's Facebook pages. There's posts you would have posted in 2010 that that was very contentious at the time, and people can find that really easily, and you just you get in trouble for that. Whereas back in the older days, if you did something that probably wasn't kosher, there was no record of it besides hearsay, people talking and gossip. So now, yes, you do have to be very, very careful with what you say online, especially in text messages as well. But that comes down to, as well, keeping yourself accountable and also being responsible for that. If you want to say silly things, just don't do it online.
One of the things that I said because the thing that I liked, and I said this to one of my close friends, I was hanging out in Singapore right before COVID happened. I was like to my friend, you know what, this whole COVID thing excites me because selfish. I'm young. I like to think it doesn't affect me. I go, I'm watching people in suits squirm. That was like the line that I like saying. I like watching these politicians kind of backstep and trying to do these certain things and try to kind of perform to the circus of the media. You know, you have people. I think I used that example before of the protests and things like that. But then it's gone long enough where I've gone, I'm waking up to that. I'm going, it's not necessarily, well, I know it's not a good thing because my friend who I said that to, she pulled me up on it. She was like, all right, Simon, it's real fun that you think this is, you know, media circus is interesting and you're fascinated by this, the real world implications to this. And that's what's worrying for me. Like, you know, it's easy, Jessie, when we say, everyone, guys, let's be careful. Let's not say dumb shit online now. But like, this is something that it's so dangerous, yet when did we accept this? which we definitely did. We all signed those contracts. We hit the terms and conditions. We all ticked. Yeah, we said we signed our lives away. But are we going to accept this? Like, does this have to be the norm? Like, I'm like, if I was to like go into a political career or something, I'd be so worried by that. Just after the idea of that, because it's not even about having anything to hide. It's like, because you can say one thing and it can be taken a million different ways.
Do you mean in terms of just what politicians are saying, or what do you mean?
I mean in terms of, yeah, like politicians are saying when it comes to either their personal life or because like this is the life we want to live, right? We want to be free. There's freedom. People should be allowed to say things they want to say, and then, but because of how things are now, you can't necessarily say the things you want to say and just then stay accountable for the definition you wanted to have. No, you are now responsible for what every other definition that everyone else wants to come up with.